Hey everybody, go do the roller slide.
I'm doing this. Yeah. Okay, I'll go do the roller slide.
Ulleungdo is an island off the east coast of Korea. There are ferries that go from Pohang or from farther north. From Pohang, the ride takes 3 hours or more. We had to be at the ferry terminal bright and early for our trip. They were running a special on a new ferry called the Sunrise, and our tickets were cheaper than they would have been. I hear the crossing can get pretty rough. It wasn't bad when we went. Ulleungdo is a volcanic island with some pretty spectacular scenery and a population of just over 10,000 people. Some of the ferries go to Dodong, which is the biggest town, and some go to Jodong, a short distance away. Our ferry went to Jodong. We didn't get reservations ahead of time. I had heard that people who have rooms to rent will come meet the ferries and snap people up, and since it wasn't the busy season, we shouldn't have any trouble finding a place. That's pretty much exactly what happened. We ended up at the Gobao Pension. We had a room with a bathroom and a kitchen area. The sleeping mats were pretty thin, but we managed. Our hostess wanted us to hire her husband, who's a taxi driver, to drive us around the island, but I told her we wanted to rent a car the next day and drive ourselves. So then she said she knew someone, and she called a guy who rents cars. It's a small town, and I imagine the people working in the tourism industry all have connections. After a little downtime in our room, we went over to Dodong, got some lunch at Roteria, and then went and found the cable car. 아, 독도. 독도 방향. On a clear day, you can see 독도.
Can you?
That's what I hear.
Really?
Huh? It's that direction. It's pretty far though, so you can only see it if it's super clear.
Certainly is an out of the way place to come, isn't it?
Yeah.
They should film Jurassic Park 5 up here.
Right.
But cheaper than Hawaii.
I thought it would be a bit windy on top of the mountain, but the air was very still and there were little clouds of gnats swarming around. The view was worth it. Dokdo is a small rocky group of islands to the east, significant for its fishing grounds and politically important because of a territory dispute with Japan. It was too cloudy to see it then. There's like 2 people in there?
Yeah.
3.
3, wow. We stopped to check out a little temple called Hedosa and refilled our water bottles. There are some beautiful murals in town, and we even saw this man painting. We passed a hot dog place, so we had to stop and get some. Ulleungdo is known for squid and pumpkins, and they have squid and pumpkin mascots that you can see around the island. Their names are Ogidongi and Hehorang. We walked down to the harbor and onto part of the sea sidewalk. The west side was closed off past a certain point, but we were able to walk on part of it. The next morning, we picked up a rental car and headed off around the island. The car had about a quarter of a tank of gas when we got it, and they said to just put in as much as we wanted, so we filled it up. It turns out it does not take a full tank of gas to get around Ulleungdo. At the little town of Cheonbu on the north side of the island, there's an underwater observatory offshore. You can walk out to it and then take the stairs down about 6 meters to see the fish. We drove into the Nari Basin on a narrow, winding road. There's an observatory where you can look out over the basin. Hello from Ulleungdo. We rented a car again. We drove around to the Nari Basin, and this is a volcanic island. And this, what you're seeing right here in the middle, is the caldera of the volcano. I read that this is the only caldera that has people living in it. I guess that's true. But significantly, it's our anniversary! Yay!
First.
Celebrating 21 years.
How long ago were we in Korea?
Oh, we were in Korea 20 years ago, but we were married 21 years ago. Yep. But this is it's kind of a slightly rainy, misty day. So there's some cool depth to the mountains here. Do you want to say hi, Andy? Come here. Here's Andy.
Hi.
Andy says hi. Hi.
Hello.
And Kate's over there. She says hi too, right? Hi. Say hi, Kate. Okay, Kate says hi.
Hi.
Just wanted to get a little bit of that because it's really something.
Hello.
So, and how has driving here been, Doug?
Amazingly windy and twisty and small roads.
Uh-huh.
I can't imagine what this was before they had the roads in. It'd be quite the hiking place.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
If you're up for it.
Yeah, there's really only one road that comes into this part, but if you want to hike it, you can go over the big peak and down across the island. I hear it takes about 5 hours, so we're not doing that.
No.
Nope. We whipped out and drove. But it's nice to see. Okay, everybody say bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There are a few little restaurants in the basin. We picked one for lunch and then went to find the playground. When I was planning our trip, I was wondering if there were any cool playgrounds on Ulleungdo, so I did a search and found this one, and I knew we had to go see it. The long roller slide was particularly amusing. Is it fun? Does it hurt?
This is hilarious. It's really funny if you see it from the bottom up, because then you see the person's foot.
Oh, really?
There's someone coming down. Thanks for watching.